And this week we're going to focus on the shoulders. Now I'm sure many of you have heard about, relax through the shoulders, keep loose through your shoulders. But what does that really mean? Now, often we'll see a lot of people think that they are relaxing through the shoulders, but they're actually just relaxed through their wrists and their hands, and that feels like this is nice and floppy, but doing nothing to do with the shoulders. Now that self-awareness portion is like, do you hold tension? And if you do hold tension in your shoulders, where do you hold it? Now for the majority of us, we will actually hold tension through your traps, which is the top or the base, so the top of the shoulders or the base of the neck, or the rhomboid, which is in between the shoulder blades. Now the easiest way to think about your shoulder blades is if you start to run and you close the gap between your shoulder blades, let's get a good understanding if you're holding a fair bit of tension through your shoulders. The other way is if you feel like you are shrugging or pulling up through the shoulders, you know you're actually holding a fair bit of tension. The third way is if you go running and at the end of the run your shoulders are more fatigued than your legs, there's a fair chance you are holding a lot of tension through your shoulders. So how do we fix this? We need to focus on where you hold your tension. So rather than just thinking relaxed and thinking loose, we want to think about let's switch off a particular muscle or open up that gap that you are closing. So if it is the scapulars, so the shoulder blades, if you do feel like they close, what I want you to think about is as you are standing still, just let that gap or that space open up and be nice and neutral. Now this is not to be confused with rounding your shoulders or collapsing through your torso. This is literally going from a tight and tense position to a loose position. The other one, if you feel it more in the traps, it will be a little bit more up and back. So it's allowing yourself to drop and open a little bit. We are always trying to find a neutral position. So I don't want you to think about spreading that gap or dropping past your neutral position. We just want to get into that neutral position. So from there, we can keep relaxed, we can keep switched off through your muscles, and then you can swing freely rather than trying to swing through tension. So we're trying to open that position, drop and open that position, and then stay nice and loose. If you ever feel when you're running, you can kind of pull back through here. Now the two times that will happen is when you start to get fatigued or when you start to try and run faster. All it is a matter of switch back off again and off you go. As always, enjoy your run. Can't wait till next week.